Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Waterworld. So, prior to The Flash and the Marvels, there was Waterworld as the famously over-budget movie that was a massive box office failure. However, I want to point out that it cost $175 million to make back in 1995, which is a lot, but it made $265 million in its worldwide gross, which is that by itself profitable? Probably not, but it's certainly better than those other two movies that I mentioned, and it came out in 1995, which is when home video sales and rentals were actually making a huge impact on end profitability. So I think that long enough timeline, this movie has actually been overall profitable. But anywho, it's a movie starring Kevin Costner, Dennis Hopper as the Deacon, Jean Triplehorn, Tina Majorino, and Michael Jeter. So, I love this movie. I have rewatched this movie more than a dozen times. The storyline is that the ice caps melt, so water levels rise and cover the earth, so people now struggle in like what structures could be built, and basically there's little forts here and there, and then drifters who are like on boats just kind of going around between them and getting what they can. And our main character, Kevin Costner, gets drawn into a conflict that he doesn't want to be drawn into, and things happen, things ensue. I don't want to say any more about it, because if you haven't seen this movie, I don't want to spoil anything about it, because it's so good. I want his ship. I get seasick, and I still want his ship. That thing is cooler than any James Bond car has ever been. The character, like, all of the characters are so memorable. One weird thing that I will point out, though, before you watch it, is that there's been various times where it has aired on, like, network or other television, and they've actually added a few scenes and a few segments and taken away some others. Like, during the, like, semi-nudity scene, they add more to it. And so I watched that version, because, you know, of course I'm going to watch that version to see. And it's not as good. It's not, like, watch the original theatrical cut. It is better, and then if you really want to see that partial nudity a bit more, then just Google those images, because the theatrical version by itself, overall, I think, is way better. But like the TV one has like some weird pacing issues or something, but just don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. The pacing for the theatrical cut is excellent. The action is high octane. The development, as the story develops, and then like as the characters develop, and we get to know them more, and how those characters develop, and just how the world works. If you don't think about it too hard, how the world works is great. I would put this right up there with The Postman, and actually being better paced than that movie. And I think that it being out on the water, it makes it a lot, it makes it more unique, and is really different than other post-apocalyptic movies. Because basically every other post-apocalyptic movie that you'll see is land-based. And this one is interesting and unique, and because of the cost overruns that they experienced, and the fact that it's still thought of as the, like, oh man, Waterworld, that movie was, you know, oh, cost overruns are not profitable. Even though I think it has been profitable for a number of years by now, because of that, I don't think we'll get another, like, water-based post-apocalyptic world anytime soon, because even if they were to, like, try and make it profitable, given today's obsession with green screen, I doubt they could, but there would always be the immediate comparison to Waterworld. So this movie holds up. It's excellent. All the practical effects and the storyline and the technology and everything else, and like the characters, it's all so good. And if you haven't seen it and you like action, you should watch it, because you will not be disappointed. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.